You know guys, the more I see of Terminator 2D No Fate, the more excited I get. I mean, who would have thought that in 2025 we'd be getting a retro run and gun game based on Judgment Day?
I'm back.
I mean, how cool is it that we're gonna get all the epic moments from the movie retold in a retro style 16-bit fashion? Like seeing the T-800 using the minigun to rain down heavy duty firepower on the police force below. Or seeing the Freightliner tow truck come crashing down into the canal from the overpass as the T-1000 is relentlessly chasing after a young John Connor. By the way, if you're ever wondering why this scene looks so great in the movie, well, it's because, simply put, they really drove this massive tow truck off the ledge into the canal below.
Truck was there, and it came in there. None of these were here. And went right through here, right up that sidewalk, right through here. And right about here is where it went right through. Boom. So look at how high that is. You know, and it just endoed, right?
And if you thought that was insane, well, this will blow you away. Because there was other stunts in the movie deemed so dangerous, the film crew actually refused to put it on film. And director James Cameron actually had to get behind the camera himself in order to capture these amazing moments on film.
Now here it gets interesting. You see this helicopter going under a freeway overpass? Yeah. That's a helicopter going under a freeway overpass. The crew...
That was real?
The camera crew said, we won't shoot that. So I said, okay, fine, I'll shoot it myself. And it was just me and the insert car driver following the helicopter through there.
And yes, in case you're wondering, the freeway helicopter chase scene is another scene that was captured in Terminator 2D No Fate. It just feels like the developers for this game are massive fans of the Terminator franchise and have tried their best to recreate all the iconic moments from Judgment Day into Terminator 2D No Fate. And while some of those scenes couldn't directly be implemented into actual gameplay, they're at least going to be in the game as a cutscene.
Some parts of the game we think, I'd love that to be a stage or level in the game, but we can't make it work, so it's got to be a cutscene.
Yeah, that happened on 2 or 3 occasions. I think the end of the freeway chase, there's that incredible section where the T-800 climbs out of the farmer's truck and onto the bonnet of the tanker and pummels the T-1000 with I think it's might be an M16.
Hell, Bitmap Bureau even secured the rights to the likeness of most of the main cast, such as Edward Furlong, Linda Hamilton, and Robert Patrick, who, by the way, helped create one of the best villains in film history. And his performance as the T-1000 was perfect. I don't know about you guys, but he did such an incredible job, he truly convinced me he was a machine.
I know this hurts. Call John.
Robert Patrick perfectly matched Arnold's Terminator-like energy and helped bring the franchise to new heights. I mean, he actually trained himself to not blink a single time as the T-1000.
And then the Beretta comes up.
Yes.
And the trick with that is how to not blink.
This is what I'm saying. You barely blink at all.
You can't blink. you get the T-1000, you can't blink. That was what Jim was saying. You can't blink. I know. So I had to, train with the weapons guys to get to the point where I could allow the powder to go in. And we figured out a way where if I just stared off into the distance and locked my stare on an X.
Right.
And that's what we used all the way through the movie. If I was running after something, there was an X on it.
And actually going to be able to see a T-1000 that greatly resembles Robert Patrick in 16-bit pixel art is a dream come true.
Terminated.
We're even getting the scene where the T-1000 comes up through the floor and stabs the security guard through the eye. And it may not be this security guard's lucky day.
Must be their lucky day.
But it's starting to feel like It will be a lucky day for us Terminator fans who love retro games. However, unfortunately, they were unable to secure the rights to Arnold's likeness. And I'm gonna keep it real, I'm pretty sure that was due to budgetary reasons. That being said, they did track down the actor who played John Connor in the opening scene of Judgment Day, Michael Edwards, which is really cool because this guy was on screen for like 30 seconds and was able to create a presence so powerful that is still ingrained in my mind 3 decades later. By the way, fun fact, there's actually a fan film on YouTube called Skynet, which lets us see Michael Edwards reprise his role as a future war John Connor.
How long have you been following me?
You're wounded.
If you're gonna kill me, then just do it. Come on, do it already!
I'll drop a link in the description below if you're interested in checking that full video out for yourself. It's just so awesome to see a film I grew up loving come back in such a big way. I mean, who had it on their bingo card that in 2025 we'd be getting a 16-bit retro style game based on this film that looks this good? Whether we're playing as Arnold fighting off the bikers in the bar,
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Or playing as a young John Connor as we dodge and weave our way through traffic on our motorcycle. Or how about playing as an adult John Connor as we battle Skynet during the future war years, Contra style. And I am all for it. Whether we're battling a defense wall boss, which was a staple in the Contra franchise, or seeing the HK aerial as it dives down towards us, dropping bombs, lighting the entire scene on fire, which reminds me of another iconic moment from Contra. I mean, imagine, how cool is it going to be blasting your way through future war levels, Contra style, as we play as a Michael Edwards style John Connor, laying waste to Terminators with a laser gun. Sorry, I mean a phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range.
Phased plasma rifle in a 40-watt range.
Overall, I am very excited for Terminator 2D No Fate and can't wait to get my hands on this game when it launches later this year on September 5th for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Series consoles, as well as PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store, and potentially even other retro systems.
The programming side, the engine, is this kind of based on your existing kind of engine you've used for the previous games in your catalogue you've put out, or is it something new you've put together?
Yeah, it's essentially based on our previous titles such as Final Vendetta, Wax, Xeno Crisis. So yeah, it meant we had a lot of the groundwork done already in terms of just putting sprites on the screen and doing parallax layers and so on. But it also means that we can then quite easily take that code base and get the game running on retro systems, which I'm not allowed to talk about, but you might be able to glean from our previous experience which platforms we might be bringing the game to.
But I would love to hear what you all think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. By the way, if you made it this far and did enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like. And if you are new, please consider subscribing. As for me, I got a ton of work to do, so I'm going to get back to the grind and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.